Who do you think was the finest girl in our grade and in the grade below us?
Man, that is a very hard question, bro.
No, it's not.
It's different when you're there, when you're like living that life. It's hard to tell.
You know what's the worst thing? You know what's the worst? You know what's the worst? I'm
just testing the sounds of it.
Okay.
Who do you think? I'll say mine after you.
You know what's the worst thing about high school?
What?
Is you know what, we're recording, so I don't give a fuck. I'll just say it. I'm just bleeping out. Yeah, exactly. The worst thing about high school, we all went to that same high school. The worst thing about high school is that like you think girls are so fine, right? And the thing is like what I hated about high school was that the girls that I thought were fine, I didn't think were fine because of my friends. They were like, "Oh, you like her? Oh, she's
right."
Yeah,
that would happen sometimes, bro. Like I remember this one girl. I'm not gonna say no names, but she had glasses and shit, and everybody would be like, "Yo, like, why you fuck with her? She got glasses and shit, like this and that, like all type of shit, bro."
Annoying.
Yeah, you feel me? And then it changed my opinion on her. I thought it's something different of her. I was like, "Oh, like maybe I shouldn't fuck with her." And she was like flirting with me and stuff, DMing me, so I could have easily like started fucking with her, but I decided not to. Now everybody that used to talk shit, bro, you see like all their shit in the likes and shit, and they be like commenting and stuff. I'm like, bro, like, yeah, I was on my ass about this. But it's funny too, because I feel like a lot of people that you would pass up on high school, like at least your friends and shit that would pass up, they start hitting them up like after.
Right after the glow up
after
happens.
the glow up, it's like you gotta catch them while you there, bro. You feel me?
Exactly.
Nah, it would be because there was this one girl, right? I was about to go to prom with her, and then the thing is, it's like all my friends were like, "Oh, she's like the lingerer. She's just like she's always following us around." And shit. I thought she was so fucking beautiful, and it's so funny because she is fucking beautiful, bro. Like she was like, yeah. I was like, damn, that girl's so hot. But then everyone's like, "Oh, yeah, she just follows us and shit. She's kind of weird." But now she got like kids and shit, and I'm like, damn. Those could have been my kids with her.
Yo,
that's funny as fuck.
Yo, honestly though, I'm not gonna lie. I regret I wasn't able to go to prom, unfortunately, because me and my friends were on hood rat shit at the time.
For real?
Yeah. So I kind of just had like weed on me and a grinder and a couple blunts, like in Miss Doobie's class. Funny enough, right? In Miss Doobie's class.
You remember her? She was still there when you were there.
Did you ever meet her? Gianni?
Miss Doobie? Oh no, I never heard of a Miss Doobie. I wish I would have had a blast with that.
No, I wish I'd never heard of her.
I know, bro. It's because of you, Miss Doobie. Hey. Fuck, bro. I couldn't go to prom. I couldn't go to grad bash, bro. What the fuck?
Bro, she was so annoying, dog.
Ruined my senior year, bro. Like, so what if I came in with like a giant weed like keychain hanging off my
her whole name
stoned.
Her whole name is bro. She was like the biggest narc of all the teachers,
that
bro.
That was the most ironic thing about her, bro. I couldn't believe that Miss Doobie is the narc in school. Like, that's fucked up, bro. Change your name.
Did you guys have Miss Sixto by any chance?
Yeah, I remember her.
Sexto. Yeah. Miss Sixto was the goat, man. I fuck with
she was cool. I never had her, but I heard of her.
Yeah, you know who cool. You know who everyone had a crush on?
Miss Lowe?
No, yeah.
Not play it. I'm kidding.
Yo, imagine this gets to Robert Morgan and all the teachers watch it. they start finding out who we are, crushes on and shit. Miss Amores, if you're watching. Hey.
I feel like the Spanish teacher, our Spanish teacher.
Miss
Dominguez. Yo.
Bro, I was never attracted to her.
You're crazy. I never even had her as a teacher, bro. But whenever she was in the hallway, I'd be like, "Hi, Miss Dominguez." Oh my God.
Bro, as an adult, I still don't see the appeal in her, bro.
I mean, you just have a different type. I mean, she definitely falls into my category. I could see it. Like, she kind of like, bro, like in Spanish we would call it trigueña, and it's because she had the long black hair. She kind of had like tan skin. Like, I don't know, bro. She had a booty on her. Like, it's just things that fall into my like.
Nah, her hair was blonde, bro.
You're lying. That was not Miss Dominguez.
I had class
next after class, young man.
See, I wish I took Spanish so I could understand why these niggas was following for her.
Bro, that was another teacher. I had her. That was my Spanish teacher. I can't remember her name. Miss Dominguez was the one that was next door, bro.
That was Miss Cayo.
Nah, really?
That's who I had.
I feel like we had Miss Cayo. No, Miss Dominguez was the actual.
Now, you know what class we had together,
You're
bro?
lying.
Mr. Boudreaux.
Mr. Boudreaux, yo, he was working there when I was there. But I didn't have him.
Was he DJing?
Nah, that was DJ Raheem.
Hey, it was known for having like music out.
Raheem.
I seen him at this grocery store.
That's so funny. What's it called? Did you ever have Miss Haney?
No, but
Who'd you have?
You never told me about who I want to know. Who's the hottest girl?
Ooh. Okay, look, I'm gonna be honest. She was a grade under me, and I had the pleasure of kissing her. I think was the hottest girl that was out there, bro. So fine.
I'm gonna edit this out. But what was her last name?
I think it was like, bro. She was beautiful. She's Instagram model, bro, without a doubt. And for some reason, she liked me for like a week, and we made out.
She had like a pointy nose.
Yeah. Oh. Nah, she was fine, bro.
No, yeah, because I remember her. I had a crush on her.
She was fine, bro. And then that was a grade under us. If I had to say a grade, like in our grade, damn, bro, who was fine? I think Amanda. There was a couple Amandas, and all of them were hot. Yes. Wait, was that? That was like the curly haired one. She was kind of like Jamaican too, I think. She was like Jamaican Chinese. Damn, hell yeah.
She was with a basketball player.
Amanda, you the one, definitely.
So bad she won't know because I'm gonna bleep it out. Now, you know what's crazy, bro?
Baddest, though.
Fuck, I forgot.
I remember I had her.
I feel like the beginning of this shit's only gonna be relevant to people who went to Robert Morgan.
Honestly,
they were like, who the fuck is this teacher? No, but it's good for us to talk about
the energy.
Because I feel like, yeah, exactly. People feel what we're talking about based on their teachers and shit, for sure.
I remember I had Amanda for, bro, what was it? I think it was like, it wasn't history. It was like American government or some shit. And she would always sit in the front of the class. And then I really wanted to sit behind her because she was so fine. But I felt like that was
you're so
weird,
fucking lucky,
bro.
dog. I wish I had a class for her.
She was always like the first one there too, bro. So then that made me want to go to class early. So that way I could like say, hey, what's up? Good morning.
Bro, I went
such a
Coming
simp,
in his best fizz.
always.
Bro, I
You
went
go
to
sharpen my pencil right quick.
Dog, you know what's crazy? Since my last name starts with an M, I had one. I was in middle school with her.
You had testing with her? You
No,
bitch.
I went to middle school with her, and I had a class. I sat in front of her, so I never got to like.
Oh, you never got to look at her. Damn.
I always had to. No, bro, I went to every school with her. Actually, I went to elementary school, then I went to middle school with her, and then I went to high school with her, and we never like talked or like anything.
But you knew her, like you know. Like,
I think
how
she
could
thought
you
I was,
not know her?
I think she thought I was like weird or something.
Nah, maybe you've always been interesting though.
You can't say my government on the air, my boy.
Oh shit!
It's Nick Torius, all right.
Torius, bro, 100%. 6 feet, 6 feet deep.
Mr. Torius.
Mr. Torius.
Torylicious.
Torylicious. Nah. We gotta come with a new one for him. Hold on.
No, hold on. Nick 3.
Nick
Ooh, you remember that?
Yo, you know who I thought was the finest girl ever, bro?
Who?
There was this girl named. You remember her?
Stop playing. She was a grade over us.
Joanna,
She
man.
was 2 grades over us.
She was so fun. Do you know she got with my neighbor? And one time I was able to smoke weed with her, and I saw them like make out, and it was like watching porn, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. She's so fucking
Bro,
fine.
did you see her on Dating Naked?
You're lying.
Nah, that's crazy.
Brother. What the fuck?
I talked about it on the last. Remember I talked about it on the other podcast.
With Sophia. I think that was a
Yeah, she was like a big hoe. So like everyone
She was a big hoe.
Everyone, bro. I remember the first time I was in Miss Doobie's class actually, and she came,
course.
and then she looked at me, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's like my fucking wife, bro." And then I feel you though. I fell in love at that moment.
How could you not? Honestly, I remember like years later, I saw her at Santa's Enchanted Forest, and she gave me a wink. But I was like, I was still a kid, bro. I was like probably still a virgin. I had no idea what
he
to
thinks
do.
about that shit to this day. Like
Facts. Like I wish I could go back, bro. Like that was like an invitation.
Yo, do you guys ever think of like one time when you're like hanging out with a girl? It never goes away, right? It never goes away.
Ever.
Fuck.
It's gonna get me in trouble. But yeah,
Bro. All right, so what was the time? I'll let you guys go.
Go ahead. I think you should
start?
take this one. I'll take it. All right. I mean, I don't even think you let him finish the question, but I'm gonna answer what I think he said.
his question was, damn, I'm trying to remember now. It says, why you don't smoke joints before a podcast?
The reason that the one time where a girl
where like a girl yo, you good, bro?
Definitely though.
Yeah, I'll take one. A time a girl pretty much was giving you the green light and you couldn't recognize it. Thank you, sir.
I've definitely folded on a few, and And
names out there. He don't give
the
a
twin,
fuck.
bro, the twin. I could have had it in with the twin.
Oh, bro, I saw it the other day at the store.
Way, bro.
And the thing is, like, I have game now, so I'm like,
There it
fuck,
is,
bro.
there it is.
So it's like I could have, like, I was like, kind of like, I went up to her, I was like, excuse me. Oh, I was like, oh fuck, I know her.
Nah, did she still work at Victoria's Secret? Where'd you see her at?
Nah, I saw her at Publix.
At Publix, that is a downgrade.
Oh, for real?
I don't know. I'm just kidding. Is she a manager? Maybe.
No, bro. Oh, you know what's crazy, dog? What? I was so embarrassed because I thought I called her. I was
Damn. How you going? You mixed the twins, bro.
like, yeah, bro. That's. I was like, fuck. I could have probably got because I always had a crush on her. And
That's always funny, bro. Like when you have twins at a school and shit, you always try to find like certain facial features or something so you could identify which one is which.
No, but these were bad.
They were so bad. I had the more round face, whereas had, and I'm sorry, but she had like a strong jaw. It's just like
crimson
strongly.
chin.
That's how you can.
Dog,
That's how you can tell, bro.
Like, you know what's crazy? That's how you can tell like beauty is not subjective. Like beauty is very much objective because I thought I was the better looking twin. I was like, that she's so bad.
She was, bro. I had the biggest crush on her. And let me tell you, I remember when we went to horror nights, we like sat next to each other on the bus. We like held hands, bro. Everything was so good. And I remember like we when we got there.
You didn't smash my boy?
No, listen to this. So when we got there, I was like, yo, with everybody in our group, I was like, yo, I roll some joints. Let's go smoke. And Juan and KJ and all these boys that were in our group, we were all down. But she was very anti-weed, bro. And that eventually is what separated us because she was like, oh, like, why can't you just ride rides with us and like have fun? I was like, because I want to smoke first. What the fuck? and she wasn't feeling that, bro. And I'll never forget that. Like after when I came back high, she was like, you're different. Like I don't like you. And then like that shit broke my heart.
You felt like you folded?
I did fold, and it's because I chose like weed over.
Is that something
love.
you feel like affects you to this day? I don't know how you treat weed.
I still choose weed over
He's
love.
not chill. I feel you, bro.
Why not?
Hey, my boy Kenny Real,
I'm
though,
sorry, bro.
God.
You know,
It's true.
you know what's funny? That reminds me because today I actually ran into this girl that I used to like be in love with, and she reminded me of like all the times that we would smoke, and I was like, it made me miss smoking weed. I was like, damn, bro, like it kind of sucks hanging out with girls because it's like the best hanging out with girls is like when you just smoke and you just like on the same vibe,
Right.
but then when you don't smoke with them and you guys are on like a separate tip and it's like, you know,
You feel disconnected.
And most girls smoke.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
not
At least down
Or,
here.
I don't want to say most. Most girls I know smoke. You know, most of the girls that I went to
Yeah.
high school with, most of the girls that I was like surrounded with, that's everybody I know smokes, bro. But that's my generation. Like I feel like your guys' generation is a little more drinking than smoking. I feel like we really had like a real like weed fucking based, you know. And I'm not saying that it was any less back then because I feel like the stoners were the stoners. But you got to think there was
the forest.
there was a time of acceptance after like Wiz Khalifa came out and shit, and it became like a part of everything. You didn't see weed be so accepted on TV or by athletes or by any of these people. Now in 2023, bro, that shit's accepted by everybody. So the more years that go by, you feel me, you start to see like more and more younger people smoke.
Gee, bro. Nowadays, kids is hitting vapes in class,
Yeah,
bro. You
in
feel me?
class,
We had
bro,
to
like-
fucking climb a fence, go
Yeah,
through a whole ass
exactly,
fucking
bro. You remember that
fucking
back
forest,
by all
bro.
the yes,
Gee,
bro. Nah,
To
that's
smoke
funny
a
as fuck.
joint.
You
I
know
love how you guys
Come
went to
on.
that school 5 years, 6 years. You had the same experience as me.
Yeah, right.
That's just
Now,
the best.
you know what's the worst thing ever, bro? Like when you smoke with a girl, and it's like it makes things so amazing that it's like the higher than it would have been.
I agree.
So it's like the fall is even worse because it's like you don't even miss the girl, you just miss the feeling of like, damn, I'm high as fuck, and she's high as fuck, and we're fucking, and we're both high as like, you know, like it's the best feeling ever. And it's like if you just did it sober and it's like, you know, things don't work out, it's like, okay, things didn't work out. But when you're high, it's like that feeling is so great. It's like the fall comes like.
How do you feel about weed once you're successful? Do you think you'll pick it up?
I don't know, bro. That feel like she'll make me crazy. So it's like I'm trying to stay away. From
It's not for everyone, bro.
Yeah.
My girlfriend cannot smoke weed, bro.
Why?
She is the definition of like paranoid. When she smokes weed, bro.
But that's why we smoke. So be scared.
Bad. To an extent, but I feel like I smoke to actually like conquer my fears. Like I found that out like through the years. Like I almost use it as like like some people would use alcohol as like a liquid confidence. Like weed is like my green confidence. Like before I go to work, I'm gonna smoke weed because I'm gonna have the best day of my life. Like that's how I treat weed. Like because it helps me start my day on the right foot almost. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Nah, I've had to let go a bit, bro. Like I feel you, but I think now I'm at a point where if I had to get rid of it to do something else, I would. Like if I had to go to another country, for example, that didn't have weed to go shoot content, I'd be okay with that.
Like North Korea?
Nah, I don't know North Korea.
Hell no.
But yeah, to a certain extent, yeah, man, I love weed so much, but I have to let it go sometimes. There's some points in my life where it's better not. I think it's one of those things that I need to use to enjoy myself and enjoy my accomplishments. Something that's like a celebratory thing, you know.
Celibate.
Celibate.
You know, it's funny. When I was in 2020, my bad.
2020.
When I was in 2020,
This guy in the future, bro.
20,000 years in the future. When I was in 2020, you know, I would like smoke and do the podcast, and I would get so amazingly high, and it would be so much fun. And I'm like, damn. I'm the type of person, I believe in like balance, right? Where it's like when you have the highest highs come with the lowest lows. So it's like if you want to have a lot of fun, you have to sacrifice that by having a shit time, right? Like come down. Like when you take crack.
What? I don't co-sign this.
I just kidding. I was gonna say coke. When you take coke, you know, you have a high, but then the come down sucks, right?
Yeah,
true.
Nothing's broken, right?
No.
So I feel like it was so funny because I would smoke weed and then I'll have these highs, and then guess what? Coronavirus.
No, it's funny that you say it, bro. That's really how. I mean, I've done some research on it, but they say that's how your brain works. We have all these dopamine receptors and all these forms of dopamine, and pretty much the goal is like, if you really want to enjoy life, to eliminate all the peaks.
Hey, Austin, do you prescribe to no FAP?
You prescribe
negative.
How
Andrew Tate has told me that I should.
It's like, oh, the worst. Just to say, he's like, the worst of it. Oh, I feel like I need to not. Let me jack my dick.
You're just sitting around all day smoking weed and think about what your ancestors would say. You don't got a Bugatti. You need to reevaluate. I've made it this far with perspicacity.
Bro, that's so crazy. You know, like, I'm sorry, what were we talking about?
The effects of marijuana.
Yeah.
I don't even smoke.
I don't even smoke weed.
High.
There's like the way the Gideon videos are.
Down, see, I got you right now. I want to cry because I saw that girl and she broke my heart.
Nick crying on the podcast. Exclusive.
No, because I drew her after I saw her. I was like, damn, bro. Because it's like so many.
That's deep.
Now,
Leonardo DiCaprio Titanic shit.
Now, have you guys, because she was so bad. I was like, I saw her in the store. I was like, damn, that girl's bad as hell. I'm going to go talk to her. So then I'm like following her and shit. And it's like so funny, bro. Because it's like, she was like, I don't know if you know about me, Austin, but like, I'll be seeing like stuff in my head, right? And it's so funny.
Like astral projection. Like
yeah, I know. I was talking about it on the last one. I was like, this nigga's going crazy. But it's funny because it's like, but it's so funny, bro. Because she's walking, right, and then I see like she's throwing insecurities. It's like I saw her like throwing insecurities at me, and I was like, oh, you know what? You know, I saw that. I was like thinking insecure thoughts, and I was like, oh, I see her like throwing them at me. It's crazy, and I was like, oh, that's not true. Because this, and I was like, why am I thinking this? Whatever. So I go up to her and I talk, and I was like, oh shit, that's why. Because you know me, because I fucked you.
Nah,
that took a turn.
It was the craziest. Because I keep running into her all the time. I'm like, why the fuck do I keep running into you?
All right, y'all want to go deep?
The universe is
That's the name of the
We
podcast.
can go deep.
6 feet.
All right, look. So I think this question is necessary just because how we started. You guys started talking about the 10-year reunion, and now you're talking about a girl that you used to know that you feel. We were talking about. So I posed the question: do you guys ever feel like you're living in a shadow of yourself? Like you're living.
Wow.
You're living a shadow of who you used to be, or the peak of who you think like your best version of yourself was.
No.
Damn, life after the peak is what you're describing. I definitely feel that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I feel like back when I was your age, when I was 23, like I feel like I was really like I had life like by the. I don't want to say
By the
balls because it
cojones.
says gay. It sounds gay, but like we're gonna just say by like the ass cheeks. And definitely I felt like I was on top of life, man. And I don't know, like just things happened in my personal life where like I strayed away from like my dreams when like I kind of just like normalized like to society, which is I'm not very
You wanted to
proud
start a
of.
concrete company.
I wanted to start a concrete company.
Do you feel like that's like a
It's
programming
wild.
from the outside world, or do you think you know that you just kind of lost it?
I definitely
I
think
had a reason. What was the reason?
I feel like there was a lot of external forces out there. Oh shit! And
That's
there's
definitely a clip.
you feel me? Definitely. I feel like it came down to like I'm at my mom's crib and I'm doing shit that a grown man should do. A guy who lives in his mom's crib sharing a room with his brother should not have strippers over. It's not appropriate.
Oh, have you ever had your mom like yell at you in front of a girl?
Multiple times she had to kick these strippers out and yell at me
He said multiple times.
for getting glitter on my brother's bed.
Bro, you know
100%.
what's funny, dog? One time I was hanging out with this girl, and then my mom came, and it's so funny because of stupid reasons. But she comes in, she's like, "Oh hell no!" And she kicks me out and shit. And me and the girl, we go to a park, right? She embarrassed me and shit, whatever. I mean, I didn't feel embarrassed, but she was trying to embarrass me. And so we leave and we go to this park. And then I'm like, "Yo, you want to go to the back seat?"
No, yo, straight to the point, my boy.
So romantic.
No, but it's so funny because after all that happened, I was like, "Oh, you want to go to the back?" And she was like, "Oh, what the?" Because it's like now my mom like blocked the fuck out of me.
Wait, no, there we go. That's what I'm thinking about. Oh shit,
What was the worst cop block you guys ever had?
man, I don't want
The
to
worst
talk about
what?
it on here.
Well, cock block.
Cock block. Wow. I mean, I've had a few, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it's usually a family member or something that like comes into the room because
Like
you didn't
they're-
lock it. Like I feel like that's a bad one.
That's
dude.
a cock, yeah.
That's a bad one.
But like, have you ever had like a cock block where like you haven't hit yet, and then something like first time?
Feel free to describe yours. Have you had one?
Bro, one time I was my bad, yeah. I'm so sorry.
I'm scheming mine up right now. I'm trying
No,
to think.
one time I went to this girl's crib at the beach, and then like she was going through like a big ass crisis, and I was like, "Yo, come back to the bed." And then she kicked me out. She's like, "Nigga, like I'm going through some shit. Like get the fuck out of my house."
Nah, imagine her crying. Yo, come back, bro. Like that shit ain't even important for real, bro. Like,
Not to me. I'm trying to fuck.
so we fucking you gonna cry over there in the corner? Like, what's going on? Nah, that's fucked. That's funny.
That cock was blocked, bro, and I apologize for that one. I can actually, bro, losing my
Wait,
virginity.
She was mad because I took her to Dunkin' Donuts. She thought we were gonna go to like a
Come back to
restaurant.
I see this as a pattern in your life, my friend.
What?
I think you know what, brother. I think you know.
You know, Austin, I always looked up to you because you always got so many girls. Like I remember when we were at Dade, nigga, you would get
you,
so many
bro.
fucking girls. I'm like, how the fuck? You know what runs rent free in my head, bro? I'm drunk right now, so I'm like watching. It's like, why did I say that?
A lot of things being said right now.
Bro, honesty is out here right now.
You always said, "Oh, all the." He always said like, "Oh, all the girls, the only girls I fuck with have boyfriends," and I'm like, "Damn, bro, like I gotta set my shit up."
Yo, funny enough, and then this is full circle. I want you to know how crazy life is. I only said that because Currency said that because I looked up to Currency, and who worked with Currency? Who fucking worked with Currency?
Nah, boy. What was the line that you
That like I only fuck with other niggas hoes.
Yeah.
The word for word. That is something that I lived by.
No, but you were texting
definitely.
girls with
currency,
boyfriends
man.
and shit. So I knew that you were like actually living that.
But that's fire though, bro. Yeah, listen.
You
Yeah,
know
I fuck with that, bro.
You know what I mean?
fuck with
Bro,
that.
there was this one girl, I went up to her today, and then she was so bad, bro. I knew this girl was in love with me. But then, like, you know, she said, I have a boyfriend. And it's like, and it's so funny because your quote in my head, I'm like thinking it down, you know, like, I only fuck with, because yeah, bro. But
Listen, the funny thing is, the
she
bitch is
kept
gonna cheat
following
anyway.
me. Yeah, because I'm thinking like, oh, you could cheat. But I don't want to cheat with no girl.
I feel like we're too grown now, right? When we were younger, I didn't give a fuck.
But
now,
cheating on
I
a
don't
girl or
wanna do
cheating
that.
with a girl?
Both are definitely
Both are
frowned
definitely
upon.
fucked up. Yeah, but I mean, like, are you guys talking about cheating with a girl?
No,
Because that's a
check.
little different. Like,
But making a girl
With.
cheat, like I feel like
Well,
I only want to fuck with a
can't
that's a
single
funny
girl.
question. You can't make a girl
her
cheat. I
cheat,
feel like,
yeah.
look, how I look at it is like, if a girl's gonna cheat, she's gonna pick somebody to cheat on her man with. So might as well get the pussy. You feel me? Like, unless it is
If
your
you're-
man's
if you're
girl. If it
chosen.
is your man's
Oh.
girl, it is your duty to tell your man's that's going on. And you should not fuck. You should not. I mean, it's bro code, bro.
But
You
what
feel
if it's
me?
a side hoe? Does that
A side
apply?
hoe that may or may not apply. I mean, it depends, but everybody got, you know, different emotions towards different people. Someone might have a side hoe that they feel a little strongly about, and they're like, "Nah, yeah, that's my side hoe, but don't fuck."
You know
her."
what's so
Been
funny?
there, Dragon Clan.
You know what's so funny, bro? It's so funny to think about, like, whenever your girl is like having a hunch. Like, I don't want to ruin it for you guys. But whenever your girl thinks like, oh, are you cheating with this girl? She's always right. Bruh,
They can't know this. You have to edit that out of the video.
I know, right? But when I think back, like, anytime my ex was like wondering about a girl, yeah,
It was actually true, right?
yeah, it was true.
Nah, you know the craziest
She was
shit
right.
when
Savage.
girls have like a dream about something and it's true.
I hate
It's
that.
like, how the fuck?
Why
you're waking
don't I have
you're waking
dreams
You're
like
mad
that?
at me about some shit that probably actually happened, but I'm mad at you because it was a dream.
You guys want to know something funny? Hell no. So the girl I'm talking to right now, she's like, "Oh, would you learn Spanish for me?" And I'm like, it's so funny because in my head I thought I'm already learning Spanish, and the way I learn Spanish is I watch Peppa Pig. I got it tied on my leg.
No, I need to see. For real?
I'm
Where?
not gonna lift my leg. I'll show
Okay,
you
all right.
after the podcast.
Like calf,
that was my first tattoo that I ever
calf or thigh. I need to know for
No,
the
you
viewers.
know
Right
what's
here, buddy.
bad, and I don't mean to put you on blast, bro. You know you're my boy, bro. But that's not his worst tattoo, all right? He has a
Oh, wait,
tattoo
what's
shop.
worse? What's worse?
He has a tattoo shop that he slaved to, right? And then he's like, all right, look, so I fuck with you guys so much, I'm gonna put you on my body forever.
No, you can't say that. You can't say that.
I don't know, boy.
But wait.
He said, fuck, you put me in the spot.
So look, so the thing is like I'm already learning Spanish. And I watch Peppa Pig in Spanish to learn Spanish, and it's so funny because I had a dream with her, and it's so funny, bro. Because we were like in a jail, and then I saw her, and she was wearing a Peppa Pig costume. It was the funniest thing ever because I woke up. I'm like, that's so funny because she asked me, "Would you learn Spanish for me?" And then I saw her wearing a Peppa Pig, like it was like a pinata. Like she,
Not even a costume.
yeah. She, that was so funny.
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't smoke weed for a while. Your dreams come back to you. Yo, that's so funny.
That's
I think,
actually
I think
very
we should talk about that.
What the fuck?
When you
Real
don't
life is my
smoke-
escape from my dreams.
No, but have you ever? Well, you probably don't have that because you're not like a weed smoker like that. But one thing I've noticed is when I stop smoking weed, my dreams come back to me, and they're very vivid and they're very strong. And what I will say is, if I could have control of my dreams, like if I could lose a dream every night, I would dead ass quit smoking weed.
Nah, because then
100%.
then you just start punching people and then it doesn't hit them and you
Yeah,
feel
that's
like
your
a weak
intrusive
ass
thoughts,
nigga.
buddy. Look, if I could lose a dream, I'm going to different planets. I'm gonna go fuck the baddest bitch that I could imagine.
Oof, I love those
going
dreams.
To,
No, I don't like
drive
those
the
dreams.
fastest car, the funnest car that I could imagine.
Yo.
I'm gonna fly in airplanes and fucking fighter jets. I'm gonna do the coolest shit I can if I can control my dreams.
Yo, Austin,
Yeah.
you don't fat, right? You don't be beating it.
I already said that I definitely beat it, and that is that. Shout out to Autumn Falls, Skylar Bree.
That's what.
Come on, bro, stop playing with
Nice
me.
Sky Bree.
Sky Bree, sorry, I didn't mean to throw her government out there,
Yo, Adam Falls is so fun.
bruh.
Like-
Yo, Love Live Serve. I know we were talking about this earlier. I fuck with them, and they have a couple videos with her, bro. Like
See, that's why I want to
That
bring
shit
him.
is raw,
He's
bro.
a cool
Yo,
guy.
nah,
bro.
I fuck with bro. I fuck with
Thank you.
Austin, bro. You're cool, bro.
Appreciate that. I fuck with you guys too, bro. I
You
really
know what's funny?
I was come out here more.
I was in
often.
Homestead yesterday, bro, and I was with my boys and shit. And they're like, "Yo, get a prostitute on the podcast." And I was like, "A prostitute?" But I was like, "We could do a porn star." And then I was
Bro,
thinking about it, and they're like, "Bro, if you..." And I've had 2 or 3 people tell me already, like, "Bro, we need to get you need to get fucking like porn stars or like OnlyFans girls on there. I promise you get more views." And I'm like, "Yeah, we could do that, but." We should incorporate some
The
more,
internet loves boobs.
some more
bro.
zorras, some more
It's
You know,
pinches,
you know what's funny?
pinches zorras, and more
Today,
tota.
today I went up to this girl, and then I got her Instagram and shit, right? And then I went up to her like, cause I go up to her like, I have nice guy game, right? And I'm like, hey, excuse me, what's your name? Oh, let me get your Instagram. All right, and I leave. That's it.
I feel like you can do better. As
I
your
don't-
friend,
Yeah, I don't be like raising girls up. I just ask them for the Instagram. They say no, then okay, bye. But if they do, I'm like, okay.
You gotta do the Duke Dennis. You gotta
I've been wanting to, but
the silent version.
it's just so funny because the girl, she has an OnlyFans and she be doing the TikTok interviews and shit, and she be like going up to good guys and like kiss her slap, and I'm like, damn, yeah, and she
Those
be
are cool videos.
and she be like, I'll show you guys after, but she be like half naked and shit, and I'm like, damn, bro, I feel like such a nerd going up to her like that because it's like I could have been like kiss her slap
Cause it's like, yeah, bro.
because she a real hoe, bro.
Are you ready to step up your content game, my brother?
ooh, dun
We're gonna be like plug talk.
Dun dun dun. Listen,
feet talk.
bro. I love this man right here. I fuck with this dude, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Like on some real shit.
Fuck she do that.
And I have like ideas, and I definitely think we need to go put them out there, bro. And
we can't
most
just-
public
def,
interviews.
most
Public
def.
interviews. We're gonna go crazy, bro. But I'm telling you, look. Now that we fuck with each other a lot more and shit, from like when we first started doing the public interviews, like all we have was like the Cali trip, which is cool. You feel me? I fuck with you. But now we spend a lot more time together. I feel like, bro, we could
We
really
went to
sit
FIU.
down. Yeah, we went to FIU. We did the public interviews and stuff. But I feel like, bro, like we could really get some cool content, especially now that we fuck with each other a lot more. The energy is like a lot more there, bro. We could do some cool shit with the people just because, you know what I'm saying? We could set things up now. We could like organize funner activities, more interactive shit to ask people publicly.
Kiss her slap. thought gay son or thought daughter.
Listen, yes, bro. As funny as it sounds.
Bro, that's the funniest thing I
Nah,
ever
but
read on.
the zodiac signs and shit, bro. They go crazy. You feel me? So keep doing them.
I've seen
But
a lot of
we
those,
need to
for
get
sure.
like controversy. We need to get like
Yeah,
shit
of
on there
course, that's what-
that goes crazy.
You know,
I agree with him, bro. And to be honest, bro, I'm with that shit. Like, I'm really with like being one of those people, bro. Like that'll prank motherfuckers, bro. Like, I'm with it. Like, I was just recently watching some.
We gotta
shit.
be more shout out, bro. Like that's all it is. You
Yeah,
feel me?
bro. Like, I don't even want to name drop anything, but there's a lot of cool content out there, bro. And like, I'm not trying to copy it, but we could come up with like similar shit.
all right,
and just say
so
some
the thing
shit.
about
Sure.
pranks is like pranks.
It doesn't have to be pranks, but it could be like funny, like
I'm willing to be on the front line.
this.
I'm
I
willing to
didn't
be on the
have to
front
say-
line and do the
I
pranks.
didn't
If you want to record, I could
and
prank.
you guys just understand.
Bro, like we go into the fucking library at FIU and start blasting them funny ass, like I don't know, either some
No, we can do some
sus
cool
ass
shit, bro.
lyrics.
Like some
there's
yeah, bro,
porn.
come on now.
Porn is a good one, but
Bro,
I
and
recently
there's so
saw one
many
that was
ideas out there.
Yeah, like bro, there was like they made a remix, and this is something that we're all capable of. They hopped on like I think it was the Future beat, and it was like I could hear my homos calling, I could hear the dicks calling, and like he's just blasting this shit in the library, and it's like dog,
What the fuck's going on?
gay.
You know what content I always wanted
Nah,
to
that
do?
shit's funny.
I always wanted to do like going up to girls content, but the thing is, it's like I feel like that kind of messes up when like you have a girl or more girls, you know. Like you were, like
Yes
you,
and
you know,
no.
you fuck with Gerald Husson.
Gerald Husband, yeah, I know what you're talking about, bro.
My name Hubert, but they call me Hubie. That's
you
right.
go up to the hoes and shit. Ah, my name
where I got
Gianni.
that
I'm at
idea.
Gio, but they call me Gianni.
That's why I got that. I was like, oh, you should say that because it's like all the girls love that shit. Hubie.
What's going on? It's your boy. I'm here today. Who we here with?
See, that's why you should have introduced yourself. Bro.
Nah, bro, but
Ostentatious.
It was the first
Ostentatious
one.
and Danny Licious.
Give him the time.
But would you guys do that? Like go like Riz University type? I want to do that. That
I'd
would be
be
so fun.
with
Bro,
it.
when I
bro.
tell you,
My girl would
the
hate
next
me.
like 3 or 4 years,
What's
bro,
content?
we're gonna have so much content. It's not even gonna be funny. And I'm just saying that because I have so much energy for this shit. Like, there's no way that I'm not gonna do it. Like, and I'm knock on wood, bro. Like, even if something terrible were to happen, somebody were to die or some crazy shit,
Tight.
I'm
Chill.
still going like full throttle with this, bro. Just because I feel how much momentum it already has. It's like I've been in spots where I've put in so much work and I didn't see that much return. And now I'm in a spot where like every time I put in the work, I see return and I see momentum. And it's like, all right, I have to go full throttle with it because it's like the one shot.
You know what's funny, Austin? Because I always notice that when we do that podcast, it's like we get more hoes.
Yeah, nah, it's so funny, bro. Like
I can imagine it helps a little, right?
it does.
it's
Listen,
cool.
when I tell you,
No, but like not directly.
no, but kind of, well, yeah, not directly, but even more so, like me
Okay.
posting just clips and me posting podcast shit. But you know how many females have followed me in the last like 2 months?
I bet. Cause they
Just
see you
seeing-
doing
yeah, just
things,
seeing me
right?
do- exactly. It's motion, bro. It's like you're
feel
doing
that.
something.
But look,
I've been feeling like, look, and let me tell you something. As a barber, you don't get the clout that like you would think you would get. Like, I mean, the thing is, if I had people that would like record me cutting hair, that shit would be different. But I feel like the people that I work with, they're not with that shit. Like they're old, bro. And I'm gonna be real with you. They're old. They don't fuck with it. They watch TikToks. They watch other people do shit, but they're not with like the young shit like we are. Like, you know, old people are not dreamers like us.
so you gotta do some like Aki way shit with like the first you cut
Let me
the
get the Aki way,
fade.
you heard?
First you do the point, the 1 and then the 3. Then you take the razor. Oh,
Probably,
don't
bro.
forget the alcohol. Never, never, never.
They're hilarious.
Would you ever pay to do like content on someone? Like for me, for example, I feel like I would pay like
40K for Boosie.
40K for Boosie, but not even, bro. I feel like, all right. So Canel Joseph, I've spoke to you on your Twitch before, but if you were to take like $1,000, I hope we could do like some cool shit on stream. Would you do something like that? $1,000? Would you pay someone to set up an event situation?
I mean, that's like asking me if I would pay $14.99 a month for verified Instagram.
Would you?
Yes.
I mean, it depends, bro. It's like, yeah, it's useful, but it's like,
Yeah.
do you need to? You know?
No, I get you. You
I
feel
agree.
like you're thinking like a Jew. It's cool.
You-
to save some money. You fucking kiting. Let me not go. We're gonna get canceled. Oh no!
No.
Wait.
Jewish Kodak is what we meant.
have,
Just
we
like
have
a,
the sound.
Which sound for
The
what?
The first Dom DeMarco.
Oh no! Cancel me! Oh no! Listen. That's all I have to say, bro.
No, we can't Kanye this podcast.
No, I'm not Kanye.
We love Jonah Hill over here.
We love Jonah Hill, but I think everybody, you know, I'm gonna make fun of everybody on this bitch. I don't give a fuck if you're Mexican, you're black, if you're Jewish. I have friends from all different places of the world, and we all have fun with each other. And I'm not gonna come on the internet and act like I'm anybody different.
ain't nobody safe, no matter what
Exactly.
race. We gonna come for
You
you.
should come in a girl and not on the internet. No fap.
There's no fap.
Yeah, Austin, would you ever be a stand-up comedian?
I've actually thought about it a few times because like I have some friends that are into
That's enough
comedy.
times.
Yeah, that's
You know
enough
what I
times
mean?
to do it. I
That's
was
a few
literally
times.
thinking the same thing. I'm like, bro, do it. Like,
The only thing I just I feel like if all right, so look, I'm a barber, right? And I like to crack jokes with people. I like to be a fun barber. I like to be cool. You know, and you guys can feel my energy. I'm this way all the time. And there's comedians that come to me and I've been to a few of their shows. But like I feel like it would be me overstepping to be like, yo, can you get me onto like your comedian like route? Like or not a route. Like I don't know. Like can I be on the next set? Like it's like if they wanted to be a barber, like I don't know if I could just does that make sense?
You know what you gotta do, bro? What I say is you gotta live life on montage mode, right?
Okay,
Like,
what does that mean?
Imagine right now, this probably is not gonna get a lot of like views per se, right now. But then you gotta be like, push it to the limit. And like 50 podcasts later, like the numbers are going up and shit.
That's true.
people
You
start
see?
coming back to this.
You're
and
right.
start pulling shit up.
That's what I do in the gym. I'll be like, all right, I'm in montage mode, right? Like
Okay.
I'm just like, okay, it's like that those boring moments of like, you know, the grind. It's like you got to see it as a montage in the pad, like in the higher up.
Right. Like in the final
It's all
edit
part
of
the
your
process.
life.
Yeah.
It's really just like a second fucking jump cut.
Yeah.
But it's like you actually have to live through it. I know
It's
exactly
funny.
what you mean.
This shit it gets tedious sometimes, but that's how life is.
That's why you got to
That's
go
the
montage.
truth.
mode.
Yeah,
you
you
just
gotta
got to see it's
montage
like
mode.
push
Yeah.
it to the limit.
Yeah, push it to. But nah, even today, bro. Like doing this podcast, like I love doing these podcasts. Don't get me wrong, but before doing any podcast, it's like it's effort. So I'm thinking like, damn, we gotta do something today. You know, like I work 3 days, 4 days out of the week, and then it's like, damn, on the days that I have off, I kind of gotta do something. But once I'm here doing it, bro,
I love doing it.
No.
I do it every day, bro.
Nah, I feel you. And
it's talking on the camera.
Of course, it's the easiest fucking thing ever. And I'm not looking, but also at the same time, these conversations take energy. You can't do this every day.
No, it doesn't take energy. It gives us energy because I was tired all day, and now I'm not.
Fair enough.
Even though it's his third natty ice, though, right?
My fourth.
Let's think about 4.
Let's say you do this every day for 30 days, bro. You have to rest eventually. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
like,
I can
there's
talk
a point.
a lot. I talk a lot.
I could talk a lot too, and that's the thing too. There's a difference between like mental capacity and, you know what I'm saying, how much energy you have.
That's true. Everyone's different though, and that's something that I've come to realize because what's crazy is like I'm a fucking energizer bunny, and that's why I fuck with Nick because I know that like we're similar in that sense.
Energizer
bunny. But bro, like I'm the kind of person, bro. Like when I was really at it, like. When I was living at my mom's crib, it's funny enough, but it's like, that was like a drive. It's like, I would sleep like fucking 4 hours, bro. Like my body was programmed to just 4 hours because all night long I'm doing shit. I'm in my mom's fucking garage recording music. I'm doing some shit. I'm editing something. You know what I mean? I'm fucking slapping reverb on a song, and I didn't know shit, but I was like doing it. And like, it's different now. Like as I've moved out, I feel like I've accomplished something, and like the drive kind of lessens almost to do things. So it's like now being here again, like I feel charged, bro. Like you guys gave me this energy, and it's wild. And like I don't want it to stop.
I'm happy for that, but it's so funny. I was literally thinking that today, where I was like, yo, what happens if I don't pay my rent this month? I gotta go back to my mom's crib.
That's so real, bro. And let me tell you,
it's like where's going back to your mom's, right? It's like hell.
And like, and bro,
It's a rock bottom.
because you get used to just being like out on your own. And to just be your own boss. Like, look, right now, if our mom was here, she'd be like, you need to turn this off. People need to sleep.
People need to stay.
It smells like weed in here.
Oh, Gianni, I have to work in the morning.
My name's Gian. My name's Gianni. Do I just tell your mom that?
Yeah, no, right? She'd be like, Gianni, please. No, she watched the podcast, bro. She asked me to send her a clip of it.
real?
Yeah, she
Wow,
watched it.
that's
And in the
dope.
beginning, she was like, you guys said you're famous. You're not even famous. And she started laughing at me. Like, no, why are you trying to put me down, mom? She's like, no, it's just funny that you guys. I'm like, bro, we got to speak it into existence.
Bro, I'm so happy my mom doesn't watch it because my mom's mean.
Nah, my mom's funny.
She'll
My
tell me
mom's
shit.
mean, but like, she knows when I start getting offended and shit. She'll make jokes and stuff. I'm like, mom, like, this is what I'm doing for real. Like, this, I take this shit
You
serious.
said so much offensive shit just now.
Yeah, I mean, I take it serious, but I'm also
Like, I love my mom, bro, and she supports me in everything I do. And she would give this video a fucking like and a subscribe, as you should. But you know what I'm saying? But like at the end of the day, she's not making it past 15 seconds. I'm gonna be real with you. She's not that kind of supporter.
Nah, my biggest fear, bro. We had the podcast with Sophia and Isabella.
Shouts to them.
Shout out to them. And yeah, we talked about some crazy shit. And I remember you putting that episode out. I didn't care. I was like, yo, this is lit. It's gonna be good, you know, for the content and stuff. But the one thing I was thinking was like, damn, I don't want to hear all talking about my masturbation routine.
Real talk.
And
Yo,
if I would have a threesome or not, and all these other things that we talked about.
You guys want to know something super funny?
Hell yeah.
After I did acid, I started doing a lot of yoga, right?
Uh-huh.
And so the thing is,
Respect.
Yeah.
so the thing is, I did a lot of yoga, and I'd be like naked when I do it. And one day,
This guy's a nudist.
How many
in
times
case
are you gonna be naked, bro?
Didn't know.
I was in my room and I was like doing naked yoga and shit. And the thing is, one thing I would do is like I would like pause. I would like rub my stomach and rub my like my groin area so I can like keep the blood flow.
Please don't imagine this.
I would like massage myself so that I can like, you know, get the blood flowing to my, you know, to my dick. And one day, like I would like meditate and shit and like do yoga, and I realized, oh, this is how you make
Meditate or masturbate? What are we
No,
talking
I
about?
wasn't masturbating, but I would like to make my dick like bigger and shit. I would like
So masturbate is what you're saying.
no, I would like massage the area so that the blood can flow there. And it's so funny because my mom walked onto me and then she thought I was masturbating, but I was not. I was literally doing yoga. And I was like, fuck.
watching you. Your post.
I feel like you guys were out in space and now you're back.
Oh my god.
I have a feeling that's not an
great.
official
doing-
yoga pose.
Yeah, I was doing the downward facing dog.
Downward facing jerking dog.
We know that you were on your back, buddy.
Oh, man.
Weren't you?
Have you
Back
guys
to
ever
the yoga mat.
Have you guys ever gotten caught beating your dick?
One time by my grandma, and it was very
Oh,
awkward because I
that's
was having
terrible.
phone sex, and that was uncomfortable. Is it worse that I continued after she left the room? I think so.
That's crazy. She left. Keep going. Hell no.
Yeah, I would you guys to, like, I wish you guys would, like, go up to like a lot of girls like I do, because I love talking about like the sport of going up to girls.
You
Bro, I
have
used to, bro.
confidence.
Like, what do you want to talk about? Because I could get into it. You feel me? I just like my confidence been. No, I wouldn't say been low, but when we went to FIU and shit like that, I
Is
had
that the
low
last time you
confidence.
go up to girls?
No, I still speak to females, bro. Like, I if I go out and I see someone like, and I have like I'll have an interaction, but I'm not the type to like hunt. You get
I
me?
feel you, and you know what? And look, it might be because I'm taken, but
That's why I'm saying that.
I am not the kind of person to really like go out of my way. I used to when I was single. When I was single, I remember the HH Kendall campus.
Oh
You
my
remember the
goodness.
HH?
That's fun.
Goddamn right.
Bro, it's so funny because we would like be in a big group trying to talk to girls, and then it's like we'd all be scared. We'd be like, "Oh, we're not gonna talk to her."
No, but it's funny, bro. That shit extends from elementary school. Like, go ask
Nah.
her. I used to go
Oh.
to school dances in elementary school.
Wow,
Like, bro,
you
ask her
started
for a
early.
dance.
Nah, girls like cool.
I had my
Cooties
first, yeah,
back
cootie.
in the
Nah, bro, I was early, bro. Me and my boy Ruben, bro. Shout out to Ruben, bro. You're a fucking real.
Ruben
My
Slick.
best friend since first grade, and we used to, bro. I'm telling you, listen, me and my boy, bro, we go crazy. Like, second grade, we had girlfriends. Third grade, we had girlfriend. Fourth grade, we had girlfriend. And then I remember, it's funny because it's something like, who the fuck flexes elementary school girlfriends?
This guy was a pimp back in his day.
But yeah, back in my day, no, but it's just funny because I remember being a fifth grader and me being on three-way on the phone with him and this one girl, and we were making her choose between the two of us. I was like, damn, that's the shit I was doing in
Yo,
fifth
you ever
grade, bro.
call your girl and then her dad picks up and you're like, "Oh,
Nah.
can I talk to
That's crazy.
Natasha?"
No, but I actually, my exes, my ex, I used to know her parents and shit. So if anything were happening like that, like sometimes I'll hit her and be like, oh, she's grounded right now, and I'll be like, oh fuck.
Yo, Austin, you know who I fumbled the bag on?
Ooh, I would love to know.
That's my. I'm like,
She was cool with your sister, right?
yeah.
Beautiful.
You might have slipped up right now. That's my sister's best friend.
No way. I think that's why. Yeah,
I literally seen her like 3 weeks ago.
she lived next door to me.
Nah, she.
Fumble.
Unfortunately for you, she's happy now. No, I'm playing.
Thanks for that for a vote of confidence. Now, bro, one time,
No, I'm
it's,
fucking with you,
nah,
bro.
it's just it was a funny thing, right? Because she was the first girl I would have ever gone up to, right? Because she would always be like hanging out. Like there was just one day she was hanging out after school, like back by the street, and like I walked past her and I was like, and I saw her looking at me, and I was like, oh dang, the girl looks like she's interested in me. But I didn't write a script. I used to write scripts, right?
What? My life is a movie for real, bro. My boy was living his life like a movie, man.
Spielberg over here.
Hey, that's how you gotta do it.
It's
Though.
so funny you know her. Bro, because I used to, bro, there was this one girl, I always talk about this, right? In my videos, like I'll follow Nick Torius page, Nick_Torius.
Yes, sir.
I want a chicken tender sub.
From Pub.
There's this one girl, right? Her name was Solange, and it's so funny because you know her?
Respect.
You know her?
Yes.
No way.
We went to the same school. What you mean?
She named after Beyonce's
I
sister.
rode the same bus as Solange.
Nah, she didn't take bus.
Nah, you lying because she took the private bus.
All right, so
I know exactly where she lived. She lived right by Serena
What
Lake.
grade was she?
Creeper. No.
She was older than us. She
What
was like
grade?
2 grades over
Okay,
us.
yeah.
We were like sophomores when she was a senior.
All right.
Oh, she was fine.
You know
Good
what's
job.
crazy though? Her
Respect.
friend was even finer, bro.
You live right there?
You've been to my crib.
You didn't live right there though. You live more like by 180. Like I don't want to disclose your address, but I know.
Oh, yeah,
You
nah.
live more by. It's not
Nah.
far though. It's not far. Anyway.
All right, so
Respect,
every
tell me.
single day,
I got sidetracked.
yeah, every single day she would wait, right? Because like my mom would always pick me up, and then she would wait for, I guess, her parents or whatever, whoever
Okay.
to pick
Oh,
her
at
up.
night.
Yeah, this was when I
After
was
school, I'm saying.
my senior year. So every day I would walk her around. Like I was like, okay, today I'm gonna talk to. I thought she was the finest girl ever. So every day I was gonna talk to her. I was like, all right, I'm gonna talk to her today. And I would like, bro, I would have so much anxiety in my. I had Mr. Prado, remember? Or no, Mr. Pardo.
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember Mr. Pardo?
Yeah.
I hate that guy.
Wasn't he like math, right?
Nah.
What was he?
Nah, he was science, biology.
Yeah.
And I would always write down a script, and I'd be like, I'm gonna say this, and I was like, oh, excuse me, what's your name? And she's like, and I wrote Solange, and she's like, and I'm like, oh, that's like Beyonce's sister, and she's like, yeah.
Yeah, like she hasn't heard that line a million times.
My God.
But it's funny because I wrote it down. Like
But did you say it? Did it work?
I would, yeah, bruh. 188 days in school, right? 180 days.
You sound like Phineas and Ferb right now.
He's doing the math right now.
Until summer vacation.
Bro, every single fucking dog. It's funny because we would hang out sometimes after school. Remember? And then you would leave, and then she would be there by herself, and I would be there by myself, and I would walk around the school all until my mom would pick me up super late.
This is true.
And
you and Ringo would always be one of the last ones at school. I remember that.
I know, right? Yeah, we would always be. But I would walk around. I would do laps. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna talk to her now, and I'm like too scared. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna talk to her now, and I would walk around so many laps.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until the 180th day of school, I'm like, all right, I finally talked to her, bro. After all those days of writing the script and walking around the school, it's like that was my only focus after school.
Was that like your last chance? And you're like, I have to do it now.
Yeah, and I finally did. She was so nice to me.
Nice.
That's fire.
And then every day we would see each
nice.
other. Every day we would see each other and we would kiss each other on the cheek. And I'm like, all right, mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished.
Bro, I was a virgin back then.
Do you
so I
ever
was-
see like in high school?
different.
Did you ever see a girl that was like looked like super aggressive or like mean, and then you finally got to know her? She was like the coolest person ever. Because I feel like that used to happen to me a lot. Where like I would see like a
After
girl who
sc-
looked
like in
mean as
college.
fuck, and then I would like get cool with her, and she ended up being like, you know, like not one person, but just females that look like that in general. I feel like I've gotten along with them a lot better than girls that look nice all the time.
I'm so curious who you're going to say, Austin.
I was actually gonna say Amanda was kind of like that. Like when I finally got to talk to her, like she had this like kind of like put off attitude, like yo, don't talk to me kind of shit. But like when you actually would talk to her, like if we were in like a group project, like she was actually one of the nicest people
Yo, you
ever.
know who was bad?
But her attitude was
Sam.
Some people are like,
Her friend. She with the mole on her neck.
y'all dirt. Y'all,
They sat
y'all
next to
airing
each
out
other
all
in
the
my
laundry
class.
today.
we used to be in high school. We used to be,
Mr. Harp's class. That's where I had them.
We used to have I used to be in middle school with
I
them.
remember. Yeah.
And I always had the biggest crush on her. I always sat next to her. And I never talked to her. And she, you know, she would always talk to me. But
Wasn't she
I would
with? I remember her. She was cute though.
Uh,
It is what it is.
But I would never,
Doesn't matter.
I always had a big crush on her. Bro, it's so funny because it's like, I don't know.
No, and to be honest, I don't know what it is. There's something about like her hair, her face. She was kind
was
of
just a
cool.
fine
She was
girl.
cute,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean. Like you know when someone's cute, and that's it. That's it. You know what I mean. And I know exactly what you're talking about, bro. There was so many times, bro. I literally had class with both of these girls that sat next to each other, and they were the exchange of words was so little, and it's because like I feel like. We were young, like we weren't ready for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if we were in that class right now, that shit would be different. They would
Bro,
probably
you know
be
who was
annoyed of us
fine
for
as
like
fuck?
trying to talk to them
You know
all
who
the
was
time.
fine
you
as
walk
fuck.
in, they be like,
Bro, you know who was, you know who was fine as fuck, dog? I think she was the finest girl in our grade, bro.
She was attractive, bro. But there was something I don't know. I wouldn't say she was the finest.
Everyone,
she was fine
'cause
though.
You know why she was the because
Why?
everyone said that she was the finest. That's why I thought she was the finest because everyone said it.
She
And
was.
she had a-
finest.
Bro, she was 17 with a 27-year-old boyfriend. You remember?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Crazy, bro. Honestly, that's really sus. But
I know,
like, I
right?
understand.
shout out to Adam 22.
Yo, you know what's crazy?
No, I'm fucking. I feel bad for Adam, bro.
I be forgetting we're
I feel bad
recording
for
right
Adam.
now.
Yeah, we are recording right now.
Have you guys ever gone up to like an older lady?
Are we recording right now or no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes. Older ladies, they could be interesting. I'm not gonna lie. They tend to know more than we do, surprisingly. And you would think that we know a lot.
I'll knock the dust off that pussy.
Yo, but older ladies are they're interesting, bro. Let me tell you something, because once you're older, I feel like the pool, and that we were talking about this earlier. There's a pool of sharks waiting for you when you turn 18.
Hold on, wait. I could have sworn I took a beer and I don't see it.
There's one
it's
here.
right here.
There's
It's
one
yours.
here.
This one is mine?
Yeah, that's yours.
Okay.
I have a cold one right here, unopened. Ready to
I didn't
go.
know if Austin took one. That's why.
Yeah, I got one. I'm on number 4 right now.
Yeah, don't feel nice. This is my fourth one right here.
Yeah,
too.
can you check if it's recording real quick?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure. You guys watch Selling Sunset?
Nick Torius live. You said we watch what?
Selling Sunset.
Selling Sunset.
I love that show.
Sounds gay.
The hoes in there are not. They're like there's one girl that she's older than the guy, right? She's like 40. She's pretty bad, but her boyfriend is 25. And sometimes I think, I wonder if I can, because would you guys ever have all right, going back to my question, have you guys ever gone up to like a girl who's like older, like in her 40s?
Nah, I haven't.
I'm gonna be honest. I have never personally been able to pick one up, but I definitely have gone up to a few of them at the bar and
on accident,
exchange words. No. On purpose.
But like you don't know that she's like you don't like she looks young, right?
Not even. So I'm at tap 42.
I think he's ready to go. I'm looking for him, boy. I know what I want.
You feel me? So I'm at tap 42. We had just finished this brunch, and whatever. It was a bunch of young girls. I'm not gonna lie, and it was cool. It was fun. Whatever. I had a good time, but like at the end of the day, like nothing really happened. You know what I mean? Like everybody left, whatever. But I was still having a good time, and I'm not gonna lie, I was fucked up, but I'm still conscious enough to read the room, and I could see this one blonde lady, and she was older, but you could tell she was like Latina or whatever. And like that's my shit. So I see her by herself in this dress at the bar, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like
I might be able to stick my dick in that.
Like I got no fear right now. Like I've had like fucking 8 mimosas right now. Like I'm lit.
Confidence on 1,000.
You know? So I pulled up right next to her at the bar, and I'm like, hey, how you doing? Like, I don't think I ever seen you before. And nigga, I've never even been there. It was the first day I've been there.
You're with the line.
Confidence through the roof. And bro. So and funny enough, bro, she was actually feeling me. So get this, because let me tell you, when you're that age, it's not like when you're 20s. You know what I mean? Like not like hundreds of guys are hitting you up. She's past the Instagram model days. No one's thirsty for this woman. So the fact that I pull up and I look good that day, and then I'm just like, hey, how you doing? You know, like I could see her. She fucking smiled like crazy, bro. She was happy. She's like, oh, okay. Yeah, I don't come here often, but I don't know. Maybe I should. And I was like, oh, well, like, what are you drinking on? I see you got a little something right there. Maybe I could fill your next drink. What's up? My name is Austin. It's nice to meet you. She told me her name. Can't remember it right now, but it's okay. And
wait, that's enough names for me to bleep out anyway.
You feel me? So she was cool, and we're talking. I asked her where she's from, and she's normally from the area, bro. We were having a good conversation, and then her husband pulls up.
That's crazy.
Did he ask you to join? Did he ask to join?
Nah, that boy pulls up right, like, look, like, imagine, like, I'm sitting right next to her at the bar. This is her, and homie pulls up right here, and he was like, you're in my seat.
Nah, that's crazy.
Oh, no way, he said that?
That's insane.
I swear.
That's crazy.
What the fuck?
And he was like, to his girl, he was like, is he bothering you? Do I need to take care of him? I was just like, look, bro.
Was he bigger than you?
He was fucking huge, bro. That nigga was Vin Diesel. I am not gonna lie to you. It wasn't him. Like
he was not allowed to
he
lose.
looked like them. He was not allowed to lose.
Nah, it's funny that him telling his story reminded me of a situation. I never like went up to a woman that age, but a woman has approached me that age. I was at a wedding.
There it is.
And there was this girl there. She was like twerking and shit. Some Dominican girl where she was going crazy. But it was on the, it was my side of the family, wedding, which was my cousin. And then she was marrying, I'm not gonna get into names obviously, but she was marrying a man and his family was there as well. And his niece I don't remember who it was exactly, but I think it was his niece. She's out there, she was going crazy, but she was in her 20s, you feel me? She's going crazy, whatever. I'm sitting there, I'm peeping game and shit. And so I go up to talk to her and whatever. She's like, oh no, I have a man, this and that, whatever the fuck. So I'm like, all right, but I back up. There's It's an older woman. She walks up to me. She's like, "Oh, I see you staring at my niece, this and that, blah blah." And I'm like, "Oh shit." She's like, "Oh, you want that, whatever?" And I'm like, feel me? I'm like,
Wow.
crazy, feel me? She's like, "Oh, I see you drooling," and she goes like this, and she starts wiping my mouth.
Stop.
And she has nails on and shit. She's wiping out. I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on, bro?" Turns out that woman was the mother of the groom. And to this day, I'll be like, "Damn, bro, I hope he doesn't know his mom was trying to fuck me that."
That's probably one of the horniest, like, at a wedding.
Yeah, at a wedding, bro. It's like, oh shit, they get it.
Nope.
No, but it's crazy. And then they left and they scream out the window. The lady the first girl that I tried to hit on, she's like, "I would, but I have a husband. I'm sorry." And then they drove off. I'm like, damn, I missed out on the young pussy and the old pussy.
And mom, man.
Crazy.
You know what I thought about today? I think, and yesterday too.
What was that?
I feel like it's funny because married women are like easier to get at, right? They're like super easy to approach.
Yeah, they're very
Girls with boyfriends.
welcoming. And let me tell you something. I'm you know, I cut hair. I cut a lot of little kid hair, and there's very few, like, how do I put this? If they're a young mom, like in their like 20s or something, they don't look at you. They don't give a fuck about you. Let me tell you, you're just cutting that kid's hair. But when they're 30 and over, especially 40 and over, and you kind of like give them a little like wink, you give them a little like, "Hey, your nails look extra nice today. Like, I like that. And your hair, damn girl, you got style." They fucking die for you, bro. They will literally
Cutting
just.
hair. "Hey, little man, you gonna get a bunch of girls when you get back to school." She's
Right.
like, "Oh my god."
I hate when women are like, "Do you know how old I am?" It's like, why you gotta ruin it?
What? I hate that. I could be your mother. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, there was this
He
one
could be my
lady-
stepmother.
Facts.
There was this one lady I met, and I was in like Aldi, and she was so ready to fuck, like she was wearing like a dress, right? And I could just tell this woman wants to fuck right now, right?
Something about those, like, it's like those tight dresses, right? Like the ones that be
wasn't
like
that-
t-shirt material.
It wasn't like that.
It wasn't like that.
tight.
Oh, like the
It was-
summer
It was
dresses.
like imagine like a vortex in the ocean.
What?
Like I don't know. It was
like a prom?
like a sundress, like sort of like a looser sundress.
Okay.
Oh my god, sundresses are amazing.
Yes.
But it's so funny because she was so ready to fuck, and I fumbled the bag because I was like, talking to her, whatever, raising her up, and she's like, "Oh, I could be your mom. I can, like, how old are you and shit." And then I anytime a girl gives me resistance, I'm just like, okay, bet, bye, right?
I feel you. Like, it's almost like, why am I even trying if you're not like responding positively?
Yeah.
I kind of understand, but I feel
It's like if I kept trying more, I could have gotten there. I was like, oh, age is just a number
Probably.
type shit. That's always what works.
but it's
Age is
an
just a number.
uphill battle though, right? Like,
It's crazy, bro. One time, all right, so I was listening to this book, right, and it was like about manifestation and shit, and it said like when you go like, oh, and then you put like a in the end of it, right, and you make a wish of like what you wish would happen, and it will happen, right? And I'm almost, so it's the craziest thing ever. So I'm driving, I'm like by the beach, I'm like doing like my Instagram shit by the beach. I'm driving to the beach and I'm like listening to the audio book, and then they're saying that, like, say like oh, and then the A at the end, right? And then I get to the Publix, and like he was saying like, what do you want to happen like in your day today? You just say that om and then the A. And then I'm like, okay, I want a girl. She wants to fuck right now, right?
Oh, instantly.
It's the craziest thing because I go to the Publix and I'm like doing like shopping and shit, and I'm like at the flowers, and then there was this girl. She was like following me around the store type shit, but she wasn't like, she was like a little elusive. So I was like, okay, I gotta like, like play a little hard to get, like not like trying not too hard, and we're at the flowers, and she ends up standing right next to me in the flowers, and we're talking, and she's like, oh, are those for your girlfriend? And I'm like, like in my they're not.
She spoke first.
Yeah. Nah,
interesting.
She just standing right next to me, and so I could already tell,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, she's into me. And it's so funny because I could have, taken that instance to be like, oh, let's go to the garage and fuck. and I didn't. I was like, let me get your number, because she was so ready to fight. And it's so crazy because it's like the only thing worked.
Yeah.
But I fumbled
You were like, yo, you weren't ready for it. You're like, damn, I didn't think it happened this quick.
Yeah, bro, it was the most insane thing ever, because that girl, she was like how you were drooling over that lady. She was like drooling over me, bro. I could have fucked her right there, but I didn't have enough game. I was just like, oh, let me get your number and I'll talk to you in like 7 days.
In like 7 days is crazy.
Yeah,
The waiting game.
She lives on the beach, so it's like, it doesn't even fucking matter.
That's so hard, bro, to gauge like how quick a woman wants to move. That's one of the hardest things to do.
Accurate.
Is to determine how fast a woman wants to move.
I don't know if we should get into that.
Yeah. No, I don't know if we should, you know what I'm saying? But I think it is a point, you know, like it's every woman is different. Some women think 7 days is accurate. Some women want dick now. Some women
all right, what if
think
it
a
takes you
month.
6 months?
If I really like the
That's
girl,
long game right there, bro.
see me, I'm a
That's
lover boy, bro.
long
Like if I really
time.
like the female, bro, I might thug it out. But
Yeah, she has to be dope, bro. She has to have a
yeah, like,
personality on
What if you
10.
gotta spend $150 every time you want to hang out with her?
no, fuck no.
I mean,
Fuck no.
look, there's no price if she's cool, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I've definitely gotten myself into financial situations just because like I fuck with a cool chick. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, I try not to look at it as money. After when the fucking butterflies are gone, you're like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you know, how am I gonna pay fucking my car insurance and shit? But like, but you fucking, you know what I mean? When you're there,
I would have my rent paid right now if I wasn't talking to my
Do
girl.
you see what I'm saying? There's
That's 3 extra days I have to work so I can pay.
I'm surprised we're even doing this right now.
I know, right? I'm like, fuck, I gotta go to work tomorrow. I didn't have to, but
like,
now
is
I
Nick
have
gonna
to.
cancel?
Yeah, bro. She wanted to hang out right now. I'm like, nah, I'm hanging out with the boys.
You
Yeah, with the
gotta
boys.
chill.
Nah, but hey, the grind comes first, man.
It's
Yeah,
true.
montage mode.
Montage mode.
Montage
Nightmare mode.
MM,
Oh, fuck.
bro. But honestly, I feel like going back to this conversation, this topic, I feel like older women really know how to have sex. I ain't even gonna lie. Some of the best head I've ever gotten was from like an older woman, because they know what the hell they're doing, bro. They know.
And they take the teeth out.
I've never got into that age rank. That bracket is definitely interesting. I can't speak for that.
What is something
She
that
was 40.
what is something that a girl says to you guys and you just know, okay, trigger is like, okay, she likes me.
You're so stupid.
Okay,
when
yes,
when I see you, we're gonna fight.
Yes.
Bro, it's the stupid. You're so stupid.
Stupid.
Oh my god, bro. That's so funny though.
That's real, bro. That's
And if she
accurate.
says that you're gonna fight, it's over with. You got her. She's back. She wants to fight you as raps.
Unless she actually wants to fight. She's like a bitch.
Yeah, unless she's like from fucking Opalaka. She's like, yo, you dissed me on the gram.
What about you, Austin?
I feel like, especially if you happen to work with her, that's just kind of how like it's happened for me in my life. Like, you know, I tend to like riz like the ones close to me. If you say hi,
social circle game.
type, like if you say hi to everybody but you don't say hi to her, you know she like you, and she be like, oh, so I'm just painted on the wall, like, so you're just not gonna say hi to me, you gonna say hi to everybody else? And I'm just like, I didn't know you cared.
Bro, you know what's something funny?
You know what I'm saying?
The only office romance I have had was horrible, and it's funny because I was piercing titties, right? I was a piercer, and the girl I was talking with, she would always walk in when I was piercing. It was always titties, right? Like anytime a girl was like having her titties pierced, she always walked in, because the thing is, like, to get her stuff, like to put her stuff down, she would always come in late. And it's like, always when she walks in, I'm like piercing her girl's titty, and she'll get so jealous, and she's like, she'll get so mad and shit.
You can see it in her face a little bit, right? Like he's touching her titties.
Yeah,
it should be me.
I was about to be putting the needle in, she was like, she just opened the door. I'm like, fuck, and then I was like, oh.
Do you still work there? Just like off record, like
Off
or no?
record.
Okay, for sure.
But I still do something.
So if I wanted a tattoo, I could hit you up though, right?
Oh yeah, of
That's
course.
why you don't want to talk about your tattoo earlier.
For sure.
I'm sorry for exposing. No, but I didn't say no names. I didn't say no tattoo shop.
Alright, type. If you know, you know. But if not, then
Now me and my friends, we call her laka laka laka.
Laka laka laka. He has a laka 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 tattoo. Everybody.
What is your guys' worst heartbreak?
Oh man, my ex.
Accurate.
She knows I still love her. Fuck that bitch. I'm not playing. Yeah, my ex, bro.
She caught me cheating by going through my phone right before we had sex.
Yo, she still had sex even though she went through your phone.
No. What's worse is that she was dressed in lingerie and was ready for me. You feel me? You know, if she's ready and she's in lingerie, bro, it's going down.
You gotta do what Tristan Tate says. He says,
What?
Well, bitch, why are you going through my phone? You gotta gaslight, bro. You're like, shame on you going through other people's privacy.
That shit
Shame on you is crazy.
Shame on you.
She would probably give you the bot. She'd be like, oh, you're right. Here, fuck me.
Nah, what really got me twisted, bro, is that my side hoe had texted me like as soon as like me and my girl had taken our clothes off. Like my side girl texted me and like she was under like another name.
Domino's? Or was it Burger King?
McDonald's.
Yo, you know you gotta send McDonald's wants some dick. You wanna know something super smart? You gotta save your side hoe as like those texts, like you know when you like make a new account for something and it sends you like
alert.
It sends
Your
you like
passcode is 871-265.
Yeah, you gotta save your side hoe as that.
Well, I wish I had knew that then, bro. Because let me tell you, as soon as my phone went ding, my girl was like, "Oh, who's that, huh?" And then she fucking picks up the phone. I'm sitting there with like my fucking dick in my hand.
What if it was your client?
What if it was what?
A client.
Nah, but this, I'm telling you, like I had just graduated high school. Like I was on my first job. It was different. It was like 2014. And
Was it Little Caesar?
I was working at Little Caesars, damn real nigga, no.
Not Domino's, it was Little
Not
Caesar.
Domino's.
Bro, you should have had her save as Little Caesars.
I know. I should have had her under like
my
boss
boss.
name, something, bro. Dog, but yeah,
It was my coworker asking if I can switch. That's why she wants to know my schedule because she wants to.
She wants to switch shifts.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Or, you know what's funny?
It was too real, bro. It caught up to me too fast, and I was too honest, bro. I was just like, look, I'm gonna be honest. Like that's my side hoe. Like I like it. This is true. And then she broke up with me.
True.
She broke up with me, bro. And like we tried, man. We tried to make it work low key. Like we tried to work past it, man. But it didn't work, man. And it's sad, bro, because right now she has 2 kids and she's in love, and I be hurting, bro, and I be having nightmares that like she calls me and she be like, I wish these kids were yours. I miss you, Austin.
I have been there before.
Sad, bro.
Sad.
Fuck.
So on a lighter note,
Wait, hold on. Just while we on it, because we was talking.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Okay, we was talking about this earlier about like tripping. You remember like taking acid and shit.
Oh, for circle movement.
And fucking mushrooms and shit. I remember the first time I ever took acid. It was like a couple months after we had broken up, and dog, I was tripping so hard. I took a whole stamp by myself, and everything was just hitting me so fast, bro. I'm in my mom's crib. Tripping the fuck out because she had this crazy tablecloth, and that shit looked like I don't know how to describe it to you, bro. But just imagine everything that was like circular turned into an eyeball, and that shit just like fucking started looking at me and following me around the room, and then it closes the eyelids, and this girl walks down the stairs in my crib, and I'm just looking at her, and I'm just like, what are you doing here? She walks up behind me. I could feel her hand like literally go from my right shoulder to my left shoulder. I could see her, and then as soon as I turn to the left, gone.
You know what's funny? I just realized that I put the mic on my third eye to protect it.
That's called a mushroom tap, my friend. A mushroom tap. You never had a bitch in the club, you know what I'm saying? You take it to the bathroom, you hit her with a couple of a couple mushroom taps.
I don't even remember what I was gonna ask now.
I'm sorry to sidetrack you. I just needed to get that out there, bro. Because
Yeah, Nick, are you gay?
that shit was crazy.
Whoa.
That's what we have. That's what we have the podcast for, so we can have therapy as men.
Real.
That's what you get for asking silly questions. No, don't fix it. You got it. It was good.
Well, I can't hear my headphones.
See, that's what you get for asking silly questions.
Yo, that was happening to me when Danny was here, bro. There was a time where I couldn't hear shit.
Oh, for real?
Yo, I low key in the video, I bet you see me like pulling on my fucking headphone cord. Cause I was like, bro, this shit is not working. So like now I lost audio. Okay, it's back.
And that's our show, folks.
All right, that should work.
Oh, no, I can't hear you like before.
Could you hear me at all?
Nah, your mic is down.
My mic is down now?
Yeah, I can't hear you.
It's so funny. Right before you asked that, I feel like there was a moment I was not thinking at all. Like my mind was just like all white, and I was like, "Oh, damn, that's crazy."
Yeah, let me ask Nick about his homosexuality.
We need more details.
I'm very sexually attracted to my house.
You're a heterosexual home lover.
What are you doing?
I don't know, bro. I'm trying to make my headphones work. It's fine. I don't need to
All
do
right,
that.
listen.
Wow, but is it working now? I can't hear my mic. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Really?
I can't hear Gio.
Oh, my headphones just be off though.
And we are not live.
Okay, I can hear my. No, it's gone. There it is. No, I don't know. Oh shit. Am I good? Okay, I can hear that. I can't hear me
can you
though,
hear me?
but I can hear that. Let me. What the fuck?
Can you hear Gio?
What?
All right, I'm gonna just end it.
Wait, nah, man. Why?
I don't know.
There it is. I can hear myself.
It's no, it's because Gio can't.
Wah,
Gio
wah,
can't hear his own stuff.
For real? Oh shit! But I think it's because you plugged the headphones in too much.
I'm gonna just end it. Let's just talk.
Wait,
let's
okay.
just talk off the camera.
Let's close it.
Bye,
Let's close
guys.
it, though.
Everybody, thank you for tuning in.
Let's go 6 feet deep.
And
Wait, it's 6 foot or 6
well,
feet?
six. Yeah, no, I'm good. Thank you everybody for tuning in to 6 Feet Deep with Nick, Torius, Gianni, and Austin.
Let's go.
We have closing in on another episode. Stay tuned to the next one. We got some cool guests coming on. Yeah, peace.